All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Princes of Azemar, Season 5, Episode 8, The Great Masquerade. Anyway, let's start with some intros. In the top left, played by Lily and Alex, they are the twin blacksmith fighters. They're... It's a twin blacksmith fighters. They're the Elders brothers. You've probably heard of them.
The main characters, is that what you said?
I said we're kind of the main characters.
It is Bro, and Co.
Hey, we don't get paid any more than the other.
That's true, we have a union.
Everyone's getting paid an equal amount. 0.
Except for Irina.
Yay! It's Bobby!
Good timing.
It's time for his intro.
I was just going to say that we're cutting him out of the picture for the whole paying thing.
In the top right, played by our friend and Brandon, you can't hit him, he's too smart, it's Burnham Shortwick.
Too smart.
God, we finally have an intro.
In the bottom left, played by Bobby, arriving just in time, it is the warlock with more vices than virtues, Koros Ravenrock.
Woo!
But, and hear me out, what if vices actually are virtue?
That's good.
Strokes my goat beard.
It's not a
Shut up, you
goatee.
stupid goat.
Goatee.
Nice.
All right. In the bottom center, played by Nicole, it is the paladin, formerly of the Morning Lord, formerly of Mother Night, but now of Ill Mater. It's Irida.
Oh my
Can you imagine if every time you applied for a job, you just said, "Hi, I used to work for this place, and I used to work for this place, and I used to work for this place."
I mean, jobs do ask for your past employment history.
No, but you
so-
don't
As you
introduce
do.
yourself. Every time you greet a
Hi, nice
customer,
to
you don't
meet
say,
you.
"Hi, I'm Karen of Walmart, formerly of Kmart, formerly of Target. My life's really gone downhill."
And now of Nordstrom Rack.
That would be uphill. And last but not least, played by Lincoln, it is, formerly known as Dirt Courage, the fashion dragon himself, Nadam Ilrio Nazir.
Bask in it.
So it sounds like the key to not having your life history be part of the intro is just never change anything about your character.
You're a goat now.
And it never comes up in the intro, so maybe I'm wrong.
Shockingly, no one has mentioned it.
We're all so cool with it.
It never comes up from me in the intro, but everyone else brings it up.
I feel like we're all just shockingly polite.
Have you met this party?
I
All
think
right.
you're just like the least weird thing we've seen all day.
Probably.
Before we jump into things, I do have an exciting announcement. We have received our latest commission from our artist, Allison Howell. It is the art for none other than Burnham Shortwick. Here it is. Bum, ba, bum.
Are you putting it in roll 20?
I am. It's in roll 20. You can see it. I'm showing it for the viewers
it's
right
so
now. It
that's
looks
amazing.
fantastic.
Yeah.
We could
Nice.
probably update the stream to have it while we're playing, right?
Yeah, he's got to crop a perfect square out of it. shape.
Okay.
It's got to be perfectly square, otherwise it'll get stretched funny. But yeah. So yeah, this is the...
He's a dwarf, you
Like
can't
square
tell.
making
You've been
skills.
imagining Burnham Shortwick, but now you don't need to use your imagination anymore, because we've got the image right
Your
here.
imagination is important. Never let it die.
Do
Crushing
it.
all your headcanons. This is canon Burnham Shortwick.
All right.
Hashtag not my Burnham.
One other order of business. I have figured out how to get the map from my special map site to show up on stream. So we're going to do that real quick. Y'all players aren't going to be able to see what I'm showing the viewers, but that's okay.
I mean, I have the internet.
You guys have the internet, you have the map, you can follow along. We're going to pop on over to that, and I'm going to catch the viewers up with the map as I talk about the summary. All right. So this is where we're at right now. I don't have any way to point on this map, unfortunately, because you can't see my mouse. But the city of Selenay was where we were most recently. But let's zoom out a little bit. Ooh, oh, wait, that's too far. All right. To see the whole continent, Azemar and Isari. Last season, the party was in Isari. This is Isari. There's a bunch of landmarks in Isari. From there, they traveled to Aurum. Well, actually, they traveled to the Mountain of Fire, which is way up here. That's the Mountain of Fire. They traveled to Aurum and to Angate. They took Angate back from the orcs with the help of the dwarves. They sailed south through the Aurea Sea here, around Zengrata, around Nevier and Alate, pardon, and over to Selenay. They went to Selene to try and get the Selenesians to lend their help to the war effort against the orcs. Unfortunately, the crown prince there, seemed more interested in partying than helping. But that was okay because the party sort of accidentally started a coup.
Yeah, when he was
Worked out.
suddenly more interested in killing us, his new friends, than governing.
He started it.
That
He really
was not
did start it. I feel no
entirely our
responsibility.
fault.
We, in fact, started it.
It
Uh,
was not entirely our fault.
and you put the trade advisor in as the new queen.
She put herself there. It was her plan.
She put herself there. She
competent.
coronated the
And we did
prince.
nothing to stop it.
Coronated the prince, married the prince, and then banished the prince.
No, he's on campaign.
The 3 steps to success.
Right. From there, y'all traveled along to Danalach, and that is where we left you, there at the monastery. But I do want to just give a bit more context on the map, so we can zoom out a bit. This is Thargassia over here, the Thargassian Peninsula. Tartosha is the city where Irina's family is from, her birth family, that she was separated from when she was a baby.
No,
As
baby
we
Rita,
travel
fuck
north
you.
from
One.
there,
She was weak, little.
we can see Jezero and Daristan, which are two of the larger cities.
Famous for their instant fortresses.
I was going to say, we know that word already.
This is why Lily keeps saying Daristan instead of Darn, because she knows the name of this city on the map.
Nah, man, it's Darastan's instant fortress. Everyone knows it.
If we continue north along this long road, we'll pass some other things, whatever.
Is it called the Long Road?
It is based on the
Called the
long road.
big ass street.
It could be called the
I
long
would
road.
love if that was true.
We get to
El
Telmar
Camino
Hall,
Grande.
which is a fork, where in one direction, to the west, you can head to Isik, and to the east, you can head to Azai. Between them, Dragon's Fall Reach. And so this is where our party is headed right now, to either Isik or Azai. Isik to fetch Esmeralda and Theoneridan's family, who are
Who are
there. They got
stuck
caught in
with
interplanar
people in Emerald.
customs. Yep. And to Azai to try and get the Red Mages, the Emperor, to pledge his support to fight in the war against the orcs. So yeah, that is the greater map of Azemar.
Dun dun dun.
Still some holes to be filled here and there, but yeah. And now we can come back to the stream.
All right.
And Donalach.
Danalach. Yes,
I
we are
forgot why we're
currently
done.
Danalach.
Made like a guide or some shit.
In
Yeah, why
Danalach.
were we here?
We're here to
So-
make beer puns.
Yeah, that's a good
So
reason.
the only way, as far as you guys can tell, to get to Tartosha from Selene is to travel over land, through Danalach, and over the hills, over the mountains, over the Dragonspine Mountains, out to that river that I didn't name, and then follow that down to the city of Tartosha.
Oh, we were supposed to have like a loot list.
Yes,
I already did it.
Lincoln posted it.
Lincoln, you're on top of shit, and everyone appreciates you. The thing that I
We
was
should
gonna
give him a
ask
raise.
about is
Double Lincoln's pay.
this is for real mountains, right? Because you keep saying hill, mountain, hill, whatever. It's a mountain, right?
These are legit mountains.
Okay. You know those? Brandon know what I'm talking about, I think, or Bobby. Anybody who's leafed a lot through the magical items. Those like boots of warming or whatever.
Boots of
Oh,
cozy.
warm feet.
Basically, if you wear them, you don't need to wear anything else, and so you can just be like standing in a t-shirt and being like, "Yes, I have summited this mountain," and I kind of want those because I feel like they really jive with my look.
I think
we get
that's
some
like
Winter ones?
the dream. I think that's the life.
Like
that's
boots
all you
of
need to
winter
have.
shit or
I think
something.
that's just what
Boots
happens
of
after you live in
Winterlands.
Alaska for a year.
Yeah.
I've heard of those.
Can I get a pair of Melf's magnificent mittens of snuggling?
What are
Can Boros, in addition to his other skills, become a professional cuddler?
If I may
He's competitive.
suggest, a great way to stay cozy and warm in the mountains is to be entirely covered in goat fur.
I say we go through the mountains.
Just so you guys know, it's almost exactly 420 Blazit miles between Danalach and Tartosha.
Nice.
How many miles?
Are we passing Mount Hote now?
It took me all of like 5 seconds to realize that Blazit is not a unit in Azemar. I'm like, ooh, how long's a Blazit mile? BLAISET. Blaze
It's like,
it.
like as the bird flies, as the
Yeah.
dragon flies and blazes it.
Yeah, blaze it, Miles.
it. All right.
That's the distance traveled when you explode something and see how far it goes.
Oh.
All right.
Not the
Depends what you're
distance
exploding.
from your starting position, the actual distance it travels.
Oh, Arena. I remember what happened last time.
What?
You and I cured those dwarves.
Yeah,
No,
so
we're
we
not
picked
dwarves.
one of them instead of Jake's.
Were they elves, humans?
Theo,
You guys,
were just short.
Uncle, what's his name?
One of the monks.
Uncle Donovan Wolfsieg was going to take you over the mountains. Anton Wolfsieg said that his uncle he's a little peculiar, but he can lead you over the mountains just fine. He'll keep you safe. He'll lead you there safely. Because the monks that typically do the scouting and the guiding were sick. You went there and you talked to them, and they basically said, no, like, we're supposed to be sick. This is from the gods.
And we were like, that's stupid.
You
Being
used-
sick is dumb.
Theo, you used your suggestion ability, your leadership ability to be like, no, really, being sick is bad. Let us heal you.
Because it is. It's objectively bad.
And they were like, all right. And so you healed them.
Yes, we did.
Well, Arena healed them.
Yes. And so that is
And then
where we
we went
last left off.
Get a beer
But
with them.
I'm actually going to pause you all right there. I'm not going to leave you off right there. We're going to do a quick flight, a mental flight across the ocean, backwards in time and space, to the city of Orem. Irina.
Yes.
Not that Irina.
The other.
This Irina.
Oh no!
The dope arena.
You have
Scarina.
arrived in the city of Orem.
Scarina.
And you have been traveling for some time, and you have made the decision. You know your destination. And so you needed a way to get your fang bearers with you
Fang
across this
bearers?
ocean.
Fang
Oh, there's
bearers.
fang bearers here?
There's fang bearers.
I feel like this just got turned up to 11.
They're dope.
Scarina is really cool.
All right. And so you have found a ship that is traveling that way. They're making their way east. You've managed to negotiate. You don't have a ton to offer them right now. You do have the black opal crown. You were able to, melt it and sell it. You don't need it anymore. To get some gold. To basically guarantee your passage and the passage of some cargo.
Okay.
They load your cargo onto the ship. They depart. The ship travels for the better part of the day, and that evening, when they're far enough from Orem and far enough from other civilization that no alarm can be sighted, you pop open those crates. The fang bearers swarm on out of there, and you take the ship for your own.
Oh my god.
I've always dreamed of being a pirate.
Me too.
Lincoln, weren't you actually a pirate for all of 30 seconds?
Yes.
We don't speak about that.
All right. So, from there, you traveled east. You stopped in Selene briefly to resupply. But the Fangbearers didn't leave the ship. You went over alone in a rowboat. And then you continued eastward. You actually, you were able to find out that there is a way to get to Tartosha without traveling over the mountains and over land. You, because you have picked a small enough, maneuverable enough ship, you can go right over the coast and directly into the marshlands, the swamps. And navigate your way zigzagging through the swamps.
Oh, she's got like a cool little galley.
Yeah, exactly. To get to Tartosha directly.
Okay.
You got this information in Selene. You paid a good price for it. You got a map, and the map appears to have paid off. You have cut several weeks off of your travel time cutting through this swamp. It's slow going through the swamp, but it's significantly faster than trying to hike over the mountains.
Should help a brother out and pass that info along. But all right.
And you arrive in the city of Tartosha. When you pull your boat in there, the swamp eventually comes out into the river, and then you're able to follow the river down into the city. The city is at a fork in the river, and surrounding the city, you see that much of the swampland here has been, the trees have been cut down, the marshlands have been filled, aqueducts have been pulled off of and like channels and things have been pulled off of the river to create arable farmland out of these marshes for a few miles around Tartosha.
Wow.
And as you get into the city, you see this beautiful city with these cylindrical buildings with domed roofs. For anyone who's played Morrowind, imagine some of that Morrowind architecture. For anyone who has seen Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, imagine Naboo. These are my imagination seeds. Take them where you will. And you arrive in the city. What's next?
Well, I think I want to go and see if I can find any of my family.
All right. You're able to find a dock where they don't ask too many questions.
So evil.
And they're not going to send anyone up on your ship. So your fangbearers can mostly hide below deck, only coming out here and there to make sure things are tied away.
Perfect.
When you come down off the docks. And you start asking around and gathering some information.
Okay.
And you hear that the Sylvain family has actually just returned from their travels. And you find that their estate is over there by all the noble estates. You know exactly where it is.
Oh,
Perfect.
God.
I would like to go there.
All right. When you go there and you knock on the door, a butler, a servant, a doorman opens the door and says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Yes.
are you rich?
Hello. Well, I mean, I have a butler, so clearly.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. I am looking for the Sylvain family.
This is the Sylvain residence. Are
You
you...
may tell them that Irina
expected?
Sylvain is here.
Sorry, you cut out.
You may tell them that Irina Sylvain is here.
I do not know if... I will inform them.
Thank you.
He gives you this look up and down. You're not like in the clothing of nobility or anything, right? You're in... I mean, you were in rags when you left.
Yep.
When you left the Mountain of Fire. Since then, you've gathered a few more clothes here and there, a bit of armor, maybe some leather armor, that sort of thing. But you definitely don't look like nobility right now. But he goes. He heads up and he comes back after a few minutes and he says, "My apologies, Ms. Sylvain. Please come in right away. Is there anything we can do? Anything? Can I take your coat? Your cloak?"
Very well. Thank you.
He takes your cloak and he says, "Can I offer you something to wear, perhaps?"
If you have clothes befitting my status, that would be ideal.
He says, "Yes, Madam Sophia's clothing should fit you just fine. This way." And he leads you down a different hallway instead of up the main stairs. They lead you off to like a powder room where some servants help you have a quick rinse, not a full bath or anything. Just they get a rag and they clean your face and your hands and help you change into some noble clothing.
Okay.
Before they lead you upstairs to like the gallery.
Okay.
Wow.
You in?
And when you get up there, Sophia is the first to see you, and she says, "Irina, you're
Sophia.
here!" And she runs over and gives you a hug.
What a pleasure to see you all safe.
She says, "I wish you would have sent a raven or something. We could have met you at the port and
Oh no,
shown
no
you around
need.
the city."
Well, I wanted to check in on all of you and make sure that the trip wasn't too hard for you.
It's just as they say, "Oh no, the trip was mostly uneventful. Everything went fine." What? I don't mean to pry. Are you all right? What happened to your eye?
Yes, I'm not entirely sure. It was a spell that was cast, I assume. Our friend Pharaoh unfortunately went missing, and he is the one that would have been able to cure me. I am hoping to find someone shortly.
And she says, "Where are your friends?"
They are off in another city.
I
I
will point out that
am.
you know, because of your connection to the other arena, that right now they are, right at this moment, they are in the mountains in Donaloch on their way here.
Does it work the other way too, or no?
It does not work the other way.
They are in Donalock. I I'll be honest, I'm a little bit concerned. I got separated from them, and uh, do you remember there was a second version of me, um,
Yeah,
and
you
I got
told us about
separated
that
from
in
them.
Orem.
Yes, and she is with them, and I am here, and I am not entirely sure of the situation there, and I wish to get back and help them.
You mean the other you has replaced you?
That's what it seems.
Oh my. That's concerning.
Yes, very.
Well then, is there something we can do to help you? I mean, we can offer whatever assistance we have. Your family, after all.
It's so nice to finally have you all. Um, I'm not entirely sure what assistance I need. I wish to get to. I don't remember.
Isik is where.
Thank you. I wish to get to Seek, because I believe that is where they are all headed.
Isik. Yes, we can maybe find you passage on a caravan going that way.
Very well.
It takes quite some
Um,
time. Isik is quite far.
yeah, I'm sure. Is there? I'm not sure. Is there any other abilities you can offer? I know you are all strong and intelligent.
And she says, "Well, I can ask Mother if she knows anything." Mother! And Sindra comes out. Um, she's got a cane and she has a bit of a hobble. Um, and she comes into the gallery, and she says, "Irina, my dear," and she
I'd like to go up there and like kiss her on both cheeks or whatever the normal welcome is here.
You wouldn't know what the normal welcome is here, but she seems welcomed by that. Um, and she says, "It's so good to see you. I'm so happy that you could make it out to Tartosha and see the place where you are born, to see your birthright."
It's a pleasure. I'm looking forward to spending time with you all.
How long will you be staying?
Unfortunately, I don't think very long. I believe I need to go and meet up with the rest of my party, with my family. Well, found family, I suppose. But they are all headed to Asik, I believe.
Seek. All right, well, as soon as you're done with that business, you come right back home.
I'll be home as soon as possible.
Good.
Um,
Good.
can I turn to Sophia?
Yeah.
Sophia, I have no idea if this is even a possibility, but I would love to have your companionship and help on this journey.
Oh, well, I just got back and there are a few things to resolve, but I guess... Well, I guess the servants can handle those. You want me to come with you to Asik?
I mean, I would appreciate it. I'm not entirely sure of this land, and you're much more used to it than I.
Yeah, a good point. Let me talk to what's the word for like the head of the servants?
The major duomo, like, handles money.
Yeah,
It's also like kings
But
have
the-
major domos.
The
Yeah, the-
butler is technically
Butler?
in charge, I think.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was another word for like the head servant.
Who are the two old characters in Downton Abbey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who are the two characters in Victoria, Alex?
I mean, well, isn't what's her name? She's like the master of the house, right, or the mistress of the house?
Mistress of the household, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to the master of the household, get things squared away tonight, and then I can book us passage on there, and it'll be good to spend some time with you after all this.
The house steward.
The steward,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yes.
I
Damn, the stewards are here too.
Shadow,
I-
into the black.
cannot help but look forward to spending time with you and getting to know you.
Why are you so evil? I'm so stressed out.
Marina looks at the camera and bares her fangs.
And so yeah, she does that for the rest of the evening. Unless you have anything in particular you'd like to do, they treat you to
Other
dinner. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I said other than maybe speak privately with my mother for a moment and just thank her for all she's done and say that I am looking forward to being back.
She responds by thanking you, because if not for you and your friends and the help you sent from the dwarves, she would be dead.
Okay.
With that, they put you in a really nice room. Syndra shows you a few things she's kept from when you were a child, like a doll. What else? A small a small blanket with the coat of arms on it, and it has the Sylvain coat of arms, and then in addition it has this bit of flourish that is like Irina, right? Like there's for anyone who is
They have
has
their
the coat of
own.
arms, and they have your own little bit that makes it yours.
What is the Sylvain coat of arms?
What is the Sylvain coat of arms? Why don't you tell me?
Oh, let's see. I think it's a diagonal cut along typical shielded kind of thing. And on one side you have looks like roots kind of extending up. And on the other you have a flower like encrusted shield. And I think Irina's like individual thing would be, I have no idea.
How do the Sylvains get all their money, Jake?
It's a good question. That would help.
Murder.
Silverware.
They have some contracts with
Murderers.
so there is a mage asylum here in the city of Tartosha.
Murderers.
Then
And
we're just gonna fit right in. as
they
shit.
have contracts and things with an association with the mage asylum that any sorts of magic or magical things you want in the city, if you don't want to go through the mages, which no one ever does, you can go through the Sylvain family to get those sorts of things.
So they have a monopoly on magic items.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. I'll stick with my thing. That feels very I don't know.
It's a
Transfiguration.
lot of money.
Yeah. You know that Syndra is, or was in her time, a great wizard.
Oh.
Witch, rather.
Do I know if Sophia possesses any magical abilities?
Sophia doesn't. So wizard's magic ability is learned rather than innate.
Yeah.
So Sophia doesn't.
Okay.
But you
Oh,
know
there's filthy mudbloods.
that when Sophia needed to get to Orem and Takir Sabal. She was able to procure what is typically contraband scroll of teleportation
Gotcha. Okay.
to get there.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, you have dinner. You're put up in a room that would have been your room had you not been taken away as a child. She shows you the doll and the blanket with the coat of arms. And she offers that you can take them with you now. They're yours.
Yeah, I'll take the blanket at least with the coat of arms.
Can you go no lower? So disappointed.
And the next day, Sophia comes to you and she has procured passage on a not the worst caravan. She says, it's subpar. It's hard to find a really quality travel on such a short notice, but it will do.
It's transportation. That's all we need.
When you get to this caravan, you find out that it's pretty nice. It's like the nicest, charter transportation you've ever been on. What would you like to do with the Fang Bearers?
What I was going to say is if it's possible for me to arrange a separate caravan for them.
Yep.
Maybe I did that last night. Yeah.
You can easily sell that ship.
Yeah, cool.
You could do this late at night, sell the ship on the cheap. Get the Fang Bearers over to a different caravan, pack them in crates again. Doesn't ask a lot of questions. And they will be traveling just behind you.
Sounds good.
Done.
All right.
Cozy.
And you take off to the north.
Sounds good.
All right. Meanwhile,
I feel like something horrible has happened.
back in Danach, you all have got your two guides ready to take you over the mountains.
Who are they?
Delightful.
They're those two monks that you healed.
Wolfseed guys.
No.
These monks are not Wolfsieg.
Oh, I
They're
thought
not-
you said his crazy uncle was going to take us.
Because the other guides were not available,
Got it.
Donovan Wolfsieg would have taken you over, but now you have these other guides, and they seem more than happy to take you over the mountains.
Cool.
What are their names?
Their names are... Where's my great big
Dingle
list
and
of
Dingle.
names? Damn it, I didn't have my great big list of names ready.
Wolf
Clonk
and
and
Listo names. They are Garrick and Kieran.
Garrick, I've watched Deep Space Nine.
Garrick.
I can't read. Get him.
Garrick and Kieran.
Garrick and Kieran. Are they both male, or can we tell because all dwarves have beards?
None of them are
They're
dwarves.
not dwarves.
Oh, right, they're just short.
Theo told you they're dwarves.
All dwarves have beards.
It's the beards.
They are like Franciscan monks.
Oh, okay. Even
Fine,
better.
they're monks.
Monks.
Are they
okay.
kind of short?
Hairdo do they have?
The
Is it round or a triangle?
the brewing and the interest in beer may have had you confused, which I understand.
They're like dwarf weebs.
What?
They're dweebs.
But I do need to know what kind of tonsure they have.
Kind of what?
Tonsure.
That
The hair-
you
monk hair.
have
Where do they
too
shape
many
themselves?
humanities majors in your game.
This is the problem with being like a computer science person, like running a
Okay, you
game
know
for a
what?
bunch of humanities
No.
majors.
There's no excuse for you not knowing this, okay?
You're not knowing what a
It's fine.
tonsure is?
I'm
Yeah,
letting you,
get it
How
together.
dare you?
the monk
Are
has
any
that
of them
over
like
tonsure.
ex-imperial cousins with their noses slit by any chance?
I don't know this reference.
It was a
Stop.
thing you used to do. If you got your nose cut, you couldn't be the emperor. So they'd want to kill you. They'd cut your nose and send you to a monastery.
Yep.
I don't make the rules. You gotta know.
Don't make the rules. I just tell other people
I just
who are
work here.
stupid about them.
None of them are dusk elves, so they can't be the emperor. Aww.
I don't make the rules. You got your nose cut.
Look, I'm sorry. You shouldn't sneeze so hard.
Oh, also, FYI, Nadam went on a shopping trip for everybody. Everybody has a set of nice clothes in case we have to go to a party. You also have, there's enough tents for everybody, and there
You don't need tents. You got
in case we don't want to be flashy. And
thinking ahead.
everybody has warm clothes and icy climbing gear, and also snacks.
Snacks are very important.
Wait, what kind of snacks?
I packed appropriate snacks based on what
Literally
Nadam
said
knows you like.
snacks, and I was like, now I want snacks. And I've
Sure.
already eaten almost all of the
For
stuff.
the love of God, Jake, what shape did they shave their heads in?
Did Irina get bear jerky?
Donut.
Yeah, bear jerky.
Halo.
And a note
man,
from
such a-
Nadam. It's like, you're doing great.
Sweet. You're like a supportive mom.
You're Ilmater's best paladin.
And his best pal.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
pal is cat.
Learn while you D&D.
Anyways,
Everyone receives a supportive note from
you
Nadam.
get all
So
your
they're
shit
dwarves,
ready,
right?
and you head out the next day.
Jake, look at me.
You head out into the mountain pass through the Dragon Spire. Dragon Spine, pardon. Dragon Spire is a different thing.
Uh-huh.
Lily froze. Oh, there she's back. You're good.
Are they
Excuse me.
particularly
We
high
haven't even gotten
mountains?
to the mountains yet.
You travel for a few days.
Oh, I want to try to get to know... Oh, sorry. First, can you describe the weather? How cold is it?
Cold, it's the fall, but not winter levels of cold. But you are
Is
going
it-
into pretty high elevations.
Everyone
Is
has
it
warm clothes,
yet-
you'll be fine.
Is it yet colder than Red Lark ever was?
Red Lark got pretty cold and snowed and stuff in the summer.
I know,
In
that's
the
why I'm
summer.
asking.
In the winter.
Yep. Still in the summer.
All right.
It's
Red
the
Lark's in
summer.
Australia.
On the way in those couple days, I would like to learn two things. I would like to learn more about Donala from our guides, and I'd like to learn as many drinking songs as possible from Bernham.
Oh,
Are all the dwarven songs about killing invading humans?
Some are
Baron
about
is the
killing
rare
orcs, too.
teetotal dwarf.
yeah, mostly orcs. A few elves.
There's a really great one he knows that goes, Mount Enthusiast pageantry turns into calamity. Luna's got a plan, you see, true enemy is gravity. Water cultist Captain C, planning his fatality. He's a werebore in reality, true enemy is gravity.
You sound a lot like Ezio when he's playing the lute.
Wait, hold on, I got
there's
one last
more.
verse. Spear of evil majesty, Dirk fights dramatically, giants cause lethality, true enemy is gravity.
2 of those deaths are my characters.
Yeah, I'll
Cesare,
teach
oh
you
Cesare.
songs. I even teach you some of the humans, the ones about the humans, when I get really drunk, because those ones are more,
Really
they just make
derogatory.
fun of the human. Yeah, because they're like, they think they're all that and tall and shit.
They can't handle their liquor.
Yeah,
They can't fight for nothing. Their swords break when you hit them.
their heavyweights only weigh like 250 pounds.
Dumb. I want snacks still. This doesn't help.
Their women
Check
don't
your
even have
right
facial
saddlebag,
hair.
Theo.
There's one about how we call it boxing because we sit there and punch each other in the face and take turns, and they do this whole dancing thing and still call it boxing.
I'm gonna talk to Aridin. Hey,
Hey.
Aridin.
Hey.
Hey,
Do you have
Jason.
some snacks? They're great.
Yeah, no, I've eaten like pretty much all of them already.
What are you asking me for mine?
No. Hey,
Good.
Jake.
Yeah?
Have we passed any
Hey,
like
have me.
traders on the road or any herders of any animals?
No, you're up in the mountains. It's snowy and cold up
People
here.
heard
so-
yaks.
Goat herders, man.
Have there been any?
There were a few maybe on the first day, but you've passed most of that. In fact, most of that was probably before Donalock.
Did
And
you know
around it?
Samoyeds, the big fluffy white dogs, were bred for herding caribou?
That's so amazing. Do you know they're hypoallergenic?
Right? They're so cool.
Anyway,
My friend got a puppy with one, and I'm dying.
anyway, Theo.
Okay, I was gonna say when I pass a goat herder, can can I like give him a goal to like buy some goat feed?
The only goat herd.
Okay, and then I'm gonna get Aaron and be like, "Hey, Aaron, I steal Korosa's snacks and replace it with this and see if he notices."
Oh my god, he probably won't.
He probably won't.
I will take stealth checks from the both of you.
The best kind of check.
Or sleight of hand, your choice.
Oh, I don't know what I'm good at. Probably none of the above.
I'm
You're
equally
probably
bad
right.
at both.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Ooh, I'm good at both.
Nice.
Theo?
I'm going.
Totally secret scheme.
Oh, you
I'm
guys
gonna
are
do
off on a
it in your
secret
next
mission.
mission. And quietly make him
Natural
scream.
one.
Oh god.
All right.
Wait. Can I have advantage because Burnham is distracting Koros while we do this?
Oh no, I was gonna say I'm like, wait, what are you doing? Don't do it like that. Use magic. Come on. It's like I have an unseen servant. Yeah, I'll cast unseen servant.
Amazing use of magic.
So,
You guys are
Theo,
gonna get Dirk in trouble for giving him mean snacks.
you are so obvious about it that Burnham catches you and stops you. And then demonstrates the proper way to do a prank.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm looking up to see how it.
Well,
You just
When you-
cast it, and then you get an invisible little dude who'll do whatever you want.
Oh yeah, it can do things that servants can do. I tell a servant to drop something in exchange for something else into.
You can.
a thing.
This is well within the unseen servant's ability.
Cool.
Seems
So
like
do I
entirely
roll
what
like
they're
my sleight of hand or something, or like my magic? Like should I just roll in?
You can roll. Yeah. Why don't you do intelligence sleight of hand with advantage because it's
Okay.
invisible.
I don't think.
Also,
I've done
Alex,
sleight of hand.
Do you
Yes.
have heavy armor?
I think I do, but Jake has never made me not.
That's
Well,
because
stealth
you're
check.
supposed to know your own rules.
I can't remember. You gave me chainmail, right?
If you have heavy armor, you have disadvantage on stealth always.
I don't have any armor.
no, neither do I.
All right, 19 Burnham with that advantage. Koros' snacks have been swapped out for goat feed.
For like hay.
That's
Koros?
not very nice at all.
I hope he
Wait,
loves it.
I feel like they're like pellets.
Also,
Is this a hate crime?
you said you could have the servant do whatever. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, make sure he steals the dried fruit one. That's the best one.
It
I-
has to be hate crap.
I hope Koros is angry at first and then tries one, because you might as well, and then they're delicious. Eats all of them.
They're like feed pellets. So Koros, the next day you're hiking and you reach into your little pack for a quick snack, and you pull it, and you immediately notice because you have passive perception 17. These
the
are
note
like
says the note says "goat greatest of all time," and there's a little picture of a goat.
and they're straight up goat feed pellets, and it's very clearly goat feed pellets.
The hell is this?
And
Theo!
you know that like Nadam bought snacks for everybody, so like
I did.
Yeah, but I know who actually did this.
I feel like you should do a
Yeah.
sense motive. Or insight or whatever.
Insight
Alright.
check.
I'm sure he knows it's us.
Wait, I need to actually get my character sheet up.
Triple advantage, which is just advantage.
But you feel good.
Have you met Theo? You have advantage.
16.
I don't know why I have advantage, but it worked out.
And then quarters shoot out of your computer.
Do I have to roll deception with disadvantage?
Nope. Koros,
He
this
follows
is
the trail
so
back to your bed.
obviously Theo. It's like his handwriting that says "greatest of all time" and has a picture of a goat on it.
I actually didn't draw the goat. I made Aaron do that. He's a better artist.
Theo, you left something in my bag. Would you like it back?
Oh, I gave you a gift. Do you like it?
It's wonderful. I'm very appreciative.
I'm like sniggering, and I'm like losing it. I like have to stop on the trail so I don't pee myself.
Play it fucking cool.
Blacksmiths.
What was that?
Well,
Do you try
What's
one?
I said
What'd you
blacksmiths, but I said it in a dismissive, derogatory tone.
Do you try
See our
one?
guild letters?
No, I do not try one.
They look really
I'm trying
good.
goat food.
They kind of smell good.
You are welcome to eat
I
one.
bet they're crunchy.
Can we try to convince them?
All right, That was my fun game.
All right.
It's a rare delicacy.
That was funny joke.
During the
Yeah.
second day of traveling through the mountain, I would like a round of perception checks.
Cool.
Perception.
Oh! Oh!
Nice! 2 nat 20s in there. 3 nat 20s in there.
I got a 1!
Oh!
Could we have saved this for a more critical encounter, please?
Right?
This is amazing.
Hold on to those 20s. Save them for something important. All right, Aridin, Koros, Irina. You three are all extremely aware.
Theo and I are having a burping contest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're probably doing something awesome. That's way better than what we were doing.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Of something following you. It is in the distance. It's some sort of creature,
Attracted to burping.
and it is hiding behind rocks. It's following you at a distance of a couple hundred feet, just here and there, ducking between things. You see it on a ridge. You see it below the ridge. It's been following you.
I like
Whatever it is, you notice that it can fly, that it has wings of some kind on it. Because you saw it, you briefly saw it like glide down from a ridge to behind a tree.
I don't like that.
I think we should set a trap.
I don't trust like that.
Gross. Arena.
Yeah.
I think we should set a trap.
Okay. What are we doing?
I'm gonna send Birdbrain up.
It's not just about burping the longest. It's also about burping the loudest.
Smell is a factor as well.
Yeah.
You can drive your enemy out of the arena, you win.
And style.
Out of the me?
Delivery style is key. Absolutely key.
Yeah, if the enemy has impaled Irina, and you can belch at them smelly enough to drive them away.
Actually, though, when we were in Angate, every time you said arena, I couldn't not
I'm
think.
sorry, what?
I was very
that?
confused every time. Okay, Aaron.
Is that
Hi.
your burping roll?
Why did you just roll
13d6
13d6 plus 36?
obviously.
All right, I'll roll 2.
I was testing something and it said whisper, but it only whispered the top line.
No,
Not the,
Theo's
not the
rolling
lower.
too. Apparently, this is a burp bonus.
I'm rolling.
Well, is your burp bonus plus
Wait,
36?
Theo has a higher con. I think Theo should get a bigger bonus. I think it should be a
I
63.
do. I have a 45.
What are we doing?
Should I actually just roll a...
Oh, never victory!
So close.
All right.
It echoes out through the
Yeah.
canyon.
In terms of the trap, I could grab you, and next time we see it, dimension door us to it, and we try to grab it.
You want to just like try and restrain it?
Yeah.
What if it's stronger than us?
Well,
Just
we're
kidding.
strong.
Nothing's stronger than us.
Of course,
Okay.
do you have better plans?
I'll hold some rope at all time until you see it.
Okay.
I will be ever vigilant.
Of course, do you have any other better plan?
No, let's just jump on it and hold it down.
That's
Okay.
exactly
Kick
what I
it until it
thought.
tells it what its name is.
Wait, isn't it flying though? Don't we have to kind of do something magical to get there?
It's been sort of darting from cover to cover.
Right.
I mean,
Oh,
just-
so we can try to sneak up to it. I thought it was in there.
you could also Dimension Door will work great.
Okay. Mm.
So you guys walk for a little longer until you see it. You know, it comes out of cover and into the next cover. And Arena, you're gonna cast Dimension Door.
Yeah, I guess the moment we see it, I'll cast Dimension Door, and with Aridin,
Boom! You're right on top of it.
Rope!
can we try
Give
to
me a
grab
grapple check. So you give me Strength Athletics, and it gets to make Strength Athletics or Dexterity Acrobatics its choice.
Hell yeah.
Aridin, go.
Cool.
I'm gonna get my physical dice out because I feel like rolling real dice today.
Oh, dice.
Dice. This is my Acquisitions Incorporated die, where the 1 is the Acquisitions Incorporated logo.
Nice. Roll 13d6 and see how loud you can burp.
Then I gotta go get my Warhammer 40k dice to get all those d6s.
I cast Belch. It's 13d6 plus 36.
It rolled a 20 to try and evade your grapple,
Oh, cool.
Not good enough.
but you got a 26. So you tackle it down, and you get a good old look at it. Yep.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Of course, what did we do?
Who is this? Wait, Jake, can you go
Oh
closer
yeah,
to
no,
the stage?
that's. Sorry, guys, that's me. That's Jim. Don't. We're cool. Everything's
Boros,
cool.
what did you do?
Jake, does
No,
anyone
I did nothing.
I am
I didn't do
restraining.
anything.
You have the right to an attorney.
Is shouting how he's. I've done nothing. This was not me.
Okay, shit, I don't want to see it ever again.
With that
Christ.
creepy face saying anything while I restrain it and tie it up.
Horrifying.
You hold it down, and it starts,
Shooting lasers from its eyes.
yelling and hissing at you. And then a moment later, you suddenly see a second one
No.
Oh shit.
above
Oh,
you
no.
and behind you.
Bad plan, bad plan.
In the air. In the air.
Floating in the air, right behind Aridin, coming down at him.
Can I
Hold
try
monster.
to get it? Oh,
Koros,
cool.
you're several hundred feet away.
Oh, I thought I was with them.
Irina
No,
and
it's just
Aridin
us.
dimension
Oh,
door.
it's only
There was
I'm
another
gonna-
people. Okay, never mind. You had your
am
own.
I aware that it's coming towards me?
Yes, you
I
can
am.
see it from the corner of your eye.
Okay, I
Can we
want
swing
to
it?
like pull my sword out and put it against the one I'm holding's throat and be like, "Got your friend! Don't move."
I'm gonna just try to swing at it.
Right. Irina, when you swing your sword at it, you pull the sword and you whooing, it passes right through it.
Oh shit,
Whoa.
that's odd, considering I'm holding this one.
Quaros!
And then a moment later, it vanishes. And sorry, I just dropped something. Find it later. And you realize that it wasn't. It was maybe a projection or an illusion or something tried to distract you, Aridin.
Oh, stop
but
your
it
magic!
didn't work. The thing struggles against you a bit, but you've got it basically pinned down.
Cool. Can I tie it in rope, restrain it like for good?
Yeah, you can easily restrain it.
Great. Has it said anything coherently, or is it just screaming noise?
It made some noise at you. It hasn't really said any words yet.
Do we notice that they teleported away?
Absolutely. That's right, you guys have horses.
I'm also
hold up.
about as fast as a horse, maybe a little faster.
You head back there, and you see Aridin basically tying up this creature.
Okay, do we have to do the slow zoom again?
No.
Yes.
What is that thing?
It's loud.
Has
It made a
Bernard
loud
noticed
version of itself.
anything?
Is it speaking?
It's hissing.
It hasn't spoken anything. It just sort of growled or hissed at you a bit,
All right. Because if it speaks, I can understand it.
but
Are Baronum and I still busy?
You can just understand anything that speaks.
Mm-hmm.
Impressive.
Theo and Bernham, you absolutely notice at this point that everybody has turned back to go deal with this thing.
Never got a hold of that one.
But do you care?
Did anybody leave behind their snacks in their rush to get over there?
Yes.
I did.
Yeah, so did I.
Son of a bitch.
It's
Stay
not
away from my
bear
jerky.
jerky.
It's my jerky.
I'll take a handful of arena snacks.
It's all bear jerky and like cabbage. I don't know.
Yum.
Cabbage.
Delicious.
Things that would have been in
Like a-
Barovia. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, they carried the cabbage all the way
Pebbles.
from Barovia.
Dried beets.
Nadam picked, dried beets. That's like a Barovian food. Things that made Irina feel at home.
So
Like
I don't want
rocks.
to feel at home.
Gross.
Doable.
Yeah, that wasn't a very nice home.
No.
So it's not speaking. It is tied up.
Yeah.
Werewolf jerky.
It has a sword to its throat.
Yes, it does. Well, it did when I was restraining it, but
Now
now
it's
just
tied
up on
up,
the
so
ground.
it doesn't.
Where'd the
I
second
can put a sword to its throat.
That second one appears to have been an illusion or an image of some kind designed to
Okay.
distract Aridin, maybe to free it, but...
Arena was too quick on the draw.
She's so good.
Well, then I look down at it and I say, "Hello. You planning on introducing yourself, or what? Just skulking back there all the way to wherever we're going."
Skulking.
And it can understand me.
It turns and it looks at you and speaks in Draconic. So only Nadam understands this.
I really want Brandon to be the one that voices it, though.
I don't
No,
know what to
please
say,
don't!
Brussels.
want to know how you did it.
Well, you see, I like to use different paints than most other illustrators, so I think I can get a much better green.
It turns to Koros and it speaks in Infernal, which Koros you understand now.
That's true.
And it
Wait, what?
says, "How did you kill the god?"
Oh,
Oh, that creepy thing that we didn't like very much.
yeah.
Wait,
Fire.
I think we just poked a bunch of holes in it, right?
Didn't that bird fellow breathe fire on it a bunch and then scream really loud?
Oh wait,
That
you
sounds
mean the dead
busier.
baby?
Are we talking about the fetus?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking about the baby.
Well, you don't know what we're talking about.
Cauldron fetus.
wait, sorry.
Cauldron
The
fetus.
soul eater
Soulmonger.
shit. What was it called?
Soulmonger.
Atropole.
Ugh,
The song.
Soulmonger. Yeah. Okay, that was it, Brandon. Thanks.
Soulmonger.
And Mangy.
It looks at the rest of you and it speaks in common and it says, "I prefer to speak to dead things."
Oh, well, I mean 5-6 of us. Been there.
I was an undead.
Sorry, it's actually... No, we're...
I've never died.
I prefer
4-6?
not to speak to
Only
things
three
that
of
have
us, I
ever
think.
died.
Well, I died once. Nice
I
to meet
died
you.
once.
Was ever really alive?
And it
I wouldn't
says,
put it that
Do you
habit,
need us
but
to
I
kill a
broke it.
guy?
"But
Or-
you will do. Tell me how you killed the god."
Tell me
Why
how
do
you
you
know
want to
about
know?
it. Why
kind
do
of
you
a
need
thing.
to know?
It says, "My kind search for dead gods.
Oh.
Okay.
I
Collect
would
their
like to use my
knowledge."
truth thing right now.
That rings true.
Okay.
Is it like you zing it at a thing and it only that statement, or is it like last for a bit?
No, it's like 10 minutes zone of truth. But it doesn't make them tell the truth. I just
Can
detect it.
tell
Right,
if
it's
they're
like
telling the
compulsion.
truth, Yeah. It's telling the truth. Their kind, whatever this thing is, seeks out dead gods.
It's a pretty niche thing.
Is there a good reason we shouldn't tell you? Would it harm the interests of mortal kind?
No. It would simply further my knowledge.
Is this true?
It's true.
Will you go away if we tell you?
Yes. I could leave at any time, but I wish to know.
Why did you stalk us instead of just fucking asking us?
Like I said, I prefer to speak to dead things.
Well, why didn't you make us dead first and then talk to us?
Theo, not helping.
Have you seen
Yeah, don't give it
yourselves?
ideas.
I just feel really confused by the logic of this creature.
You killed a god. What chance do I stand?
4 to 6 ragtag people with a random assortment of magical items. Most deadly force in the plane.
Don't give it that thing what it wants. Necromancy is not to be trifled with.
I
Those
agree.
that practice it
I
are
tend
not
to agree.
often
Do not
good.
praise the dead gods. We only speak to them.
What do they say?
They tell us their secrets.
Like how it sucks that they're dead?
For what exactly?
To know things that are yet to pass.
If they would tell you the secrets and you can just talk to them, why do you need us to tell you how we killed it? It can just tell you.
My brother makes an excellent point.
The creepy thing thinks.
It's more knowledge. They can.
The creepy thing's like, what do we consider my entire religious framework?
I could not access the dead body of the god you killed. And I need to know from you what it was.
Do we want to tell it?
What will you offer in
No.
exchange?
I don't feel like I want to tell it.
I
Go,
will
man.
give to you secrets of what is
I'm a
yet
big-
to come
That's
Personally,
pretty
I'm a
good.
big
that
fan
I
of
have
secrets.
divined from knowledge I have procured.
Is that true? Darren?
It's all
I'm
true. It
gonna-
has not lied to you once.
I'm gonna touch Eridan, or not Eridan, Koros' shoulder and be like, Oh no, Eridan's shoulder. Sorry, Koros. Eridan's shoulder. And be like, I still need to know about that world egg.
Motherfucking world egg, motherfucking grandmother crow, everything else.
Motherfucking
Eridan, I lost my guild letter. I lost my cool white cloak.
Well, you could have lost your family, and now you didn't. So be grateful, okay? Be grateful.
There's got to be other ways of learning that. Doesn't one of you know legend lore?
Tell me about the world egg.
No, I don't
And
know
it
legend lore.
speaks directly to you, Theo. And it says,
No!
beware the power of Mesro that brings the world egg's rise.
The fuck is Mesro? Sorry, does Lily know what Mesro is?
Yes,
We've heard
you
Mesro.
went to the city of Mesro. You were in the ruins of Mesro. It was that
That's where Bex
city
died.
with the circle shape where you blew up a quarter of it with that sphere of annihilation.
Hey, we did not blow that up. That chick lady blew it up.
Sure, that's Mesro.
We
She
were in the
says,
vicinity of that blowing up. We did not.
beware the secrets of Mesro that bring the world egg's rise.
You guys blew up Mesro?
But okay, you just told me
I heard
to
about
beware
that.
of another secret, but didn't tell me what the secret was. So
That
I
was
feel
the
like that's
secret.
not really a fair exchange.
I heard about that.
And it says, now tell me about the dead god.
His answer was dumb. You should kill him.
Yeah,
You
you
are
said
dishonest
you can.
creatures.
You said you can tell us secrets. Will you tell us secrets?
I've already revealed to you.
Yes or no question. Will you tell us what we want to know?
It literally just told you something, so.
I know, but it's. I know, but I want it to say that it will hold its word.
I already have.
I'm trying to get a yes here.
Yeah.
It's not saying it's going to tell you more. It gave you something as a show of good faith. Like, what do you...
Oh,
what-
is that all it's going to give us?
That was a pretty big...
Shit, Clark's had some questions.
It sounds crappy.
We are dishonest, but you are not nice.
I'm
and
a
it
bear.
says,
Don't tell him
you're
anything more.
dishonest
Shut up,
creatures.
guys.
How can I trust your word now?
All right, it was a freaky dead baby.
Tell me more.
I
No, that was
literally-
one piece of information for one secret.
I literally do not remember. It was too long ago.
Yeah, that too.
Like,
Koros
out of
remembers.
character, Bob Barrett does not remember.
Koros remembers that it was the bastard child of Savras,
It was the
Oh,
first
yeah.
one.
the Forsaken one.
Or Forsaken one, there you go.
So what do you want to tell him?
I think Gucci said is good and make him tell us more stuff first.
It was the abandoned son of a god. And I will tell you which one in exchange for another secret.
Ask me your question.
Somebody have a secret they want?
Well, apparently
No,
not
no
getting
secret.
the answer.
I've got a lot of shit going on in my life right now. Does anyone else
Free
want
secret.
anything?
Come get your secret.
Why
Get
are we
the secret right
exchanging
here.
secrets with a weird thing that just came out of nowhere, wants to talk to a god?
I agree.
Like, I've met a lot of weird things that come out of nowhere and want to talk to gods. We traveled with one for a while. It's fine.
I
Like,
still travel
this
with
guy
one.
seems chill.
I still travel with one. In fact, I didn't travel with one until I traveled with yous.
Wait, you traveled with what?
He's complaining about Koros.
Oh.
Character-wise, Jake, where did we leave off from our perspective of what was going to happen with Dendar?
Yeah, that's what
Character-wise, from your perspective, the crown was the thing that was needed to free Dendar. You all had it, and Pharaoh disappeared with it.
Okay, we should ask about that.
Don't know what else has
That's
happened.
what I was gonna say.
Good call.
Does it know?
All right,
about
Aaron, it
that?
was your idea.
Do you know the current status, raised, not raised, about to devour the planet in darkness, of Dendar the Night King Serpent? King.
Dendar remains trapped
It's good. This is good.
in the realms of shadow.
I think he's earned another secret.
I have. Tell me who.
All right, it was the son of the god Savras.
Savras.
Why are we bargaining with this thing?
It's kind of my thing.
It makes
Why
sense
didn't
to
you?
me. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Just smack Koros upside the head.
Irina, in my defense,
Hey,
I'm
Koros,
trying to prevent a horrible future.
hey, Koros, I know it's not technically a god, but should we ask about that thing that we accidentally unleashed?
Oh, the nice guy.
Yeah, the super nice guy who was imprisoned in like the 7th level.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. I mean,
Oh,
do we have any more
Despater?
do we have any more secret information we can divulge?
That nice guy.
You
Well,
do
we
know
told him-
who the mother of the god was as well. And for Jake to find that, you need to give me 1 second to open up.
Wait, does the rest of the party know that you guys did that? I feel like we don't.
Nope.
I don't know. The Nick effort came up.
I certainly did not tell anyone.
I'm gonna, when you say about the nice guy, I'm gonna be like, oh, you freed someone? That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah, we rescued my friend.
Yeah, we
Donovan.
told you. Yeah, Donovan.
Oh, well, we know where he is.
No,
You
I
should
have
try
some,
to be more
I have
like
some
them.
somewhat tangentially related questions.
Ah. Cool.
I'll make the same offer to this winged knowledge person. The name of the god, the name of the being's mother in exchange for another secret.
Ask your question.
What's Despater up to? What's his plan? What's he
Who?
gonna do?
What? Who is this? Oh, you guys ever heard of this man?
A name I've heard in a book. I wouldn't worry about it.
No.
Sounds like some ghost shenanigans to me.
Doubt. Doubt's in draconic.
Deception check.
All right. I found the goddess's name. Despater seeks to rule all 9 hells himself. He plots and schemes.
So
Yeah, but I
he's
mean, like,
still in
me
hell.
too. Do you have more specifics, or?
His plans will not come to fruition if nothing changes.
Yeah, that's good. I like to hear
Excellent.
that. That's a huge weight off, let's say, some hypothetical person's shoulders.
Yeah.
Asmodeus
I bet that person feels real good right now.
keeps him in check.
What keeps him in check?
Release an ancient
Asmodeus,
evil
the
from hell.
Asmodeus,
archdevil,
Asmodeus.
the leader of all 9 hells.
That's what it is.
Well, I would say let's just take it as a given that the power balance in hell will never change.
Yep.
Good. I don't know the name of the god's
As
mother,
long as
but
no
I will
more
give it to
well-intentioned,
this
powerful heroes
Lyra.
show up to
L-E-I-R-A,
liberate prisoners.
person. Oh, that's right. You mentioned her. Some like archdemon's daughter, right?
Lyra is the Lady of Deception, also known as the Lady of the Mists, a goddess of deception and illusions.
Oh,
Sounds like a nice person to know.
And currently, Savras is her side piece?
I was gonna say, sounds like a sort of weird transgressive thing for Savas to be getting on with, given that he's the god of like divination and shit. But you know, I'm cool with it.
Oh, the god of like
that
knowing
guy.
things.
Yeah, like literally, you two are
She's
not
like,
supposed.
I love the way I can't lie to you.
This is some real Montague and Capulet shit. Like, you're really not supposed to like each other.
So,
They both got god drunk.
So basically, Savras was trapped for a really long time in Azuth's staff,
So she's a BTN.
and she sought to corrupt Savras.
I
Like
just
you
can't
do.
quit you.
Like you do.
She corrupted. She found one of Savras's prophets, gave him a vision of Savras's murder. The seer was so troubled that he left and searched the multiverse for further portents of Savras's doom. In his absence, Lyra stuck into Savras's palace and stole the Orb of Prophecy. When Savras learned of it, he strangled the seer for his weakness. In his rage, Savras turned to Mask, Lord of Shadows, and commanded him to aid his revenge. Mask transformed Savras into a clone of the seer, a duplicate so perfect it could trick even the goddess of illusions. Posing as the seer, Savras swore fealty to Lyra and was accepted into her court. For ages, Savras schemed to steal back his orb, yet his hatred waned over time, and he was ultimately undone by that most mortal of emotions, love.
Wait, who loves who? I'm so lost. There was
Savras
two-
fell in love with Lyra.
But I thought that he didn't look like Savras when it happened.
He looked like the seer when it happened.
Oh my god, so it's Cyrano de Bergerac all over again.
Like
It's
like
He's
Drinking
a
Ball
giant
people.
nose.
Who is
You cut it.
Bergerac in this case? Mask?
Lyra's faithful always speak truth
Doesn't
to one
work.
another, and so the goddess confessed her love for Alaundo, but actually Savras.
Sorry, 12th night, obviously.
They laid together by the starlit
There we
pool and conceived a son. So the goddess grew heavy with child, and Savras's deception weighed heavy on his soul. In time, he revealed his true form to his beloved. Furious and heartbroken, Lyra tore the unborn child from her womb, cast it into the starlit pool.
They're gods. It's a thing they can do.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just so awful.
She turned her back on Savras for all time. In despair, Savras smashed his orb and swore never to deceive again. The faithful
Probably a good call.
both deities have long rejected this whole story, the heresy of the Forsaken One. Followers of Savras claim he would never act so chaotically. The misshadowed of Lyra refute that their mistress could be tricked. To this day, heretic priests claim the Forsaken One yet lives and will one day arise to seize his parents' place in the heavens. You know
Well,
that
not
the
anymore.
Forsaken One's real because
Not
you
anymore.
found it and killed it.
Yeah, but it don't live no more.
The idea of heresies in D&D settings always seemed a bit weird to me. Like, you could just ring the person up on the phone and be like, yo, what's good? And they have to tell you. And, like, it's weird that you can have divergent holy writ when you can just talk to your deity.
And that they're
Anyway,
definitely real.
It's a
But
debate for another time.
but you can all have the same set of facts and come to different conclusions.
I guess.
And if you don't
I
believe
mean,
in God, you go to
The Greeks had the
super.
oracles who totally talk to the gods.
It's also liberating.
Let me just
culture.
get real high.
Anyways, you give that to the Burbalang.
The
Sorry.
what?
Burbalang.
It's a Burbalang. That's the name of the thing it is.
What's that? I'm looking it up.
Burbalang?
It's that.
Golem
It's
with wings.
cool.
Yeah, showing me the spelling. won't
It's a
help me spell
gargoyle.
And it says, do you know more that you want to share?
We
Do
know
we?
who killed it and how.
You killed it.
Yeah, but which
Yeah,
one
no,
of
he's
us
right about that one.
specifically?
Yes, but
What,
wish
how?
to know.
I'm interested now, and you're telling all the things that you want to. It's so whatever.
Fine.
One of us
Another
did all the
question
work.
for which of you killed the god?
I don't actually remember.
I think it
don't
was
remember.
Salik, but why you
Sleek.
can...
Okay.
Just like-
I think it
Was
was
it me?
Salik who got the last hits.
Didn't you want to ask? Do you want to ask another World Age question?
No, it gave me a bullshit answer, and Jake's like, it's a really good answer, so I'm like,
Should we
alright.
ask where Pharaoh is?
Ask where who?
Thank you.
Pharaoh?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we could do that.
I mean,
Oh no, we should ask if Emerald can be saved. Oh wait, he can't see the future. Yes, he can see the future, that's the whole point.
Limited.
I feel like it's gotta be related to gods.
Yeah, but like, Pharaoh's pretty related.
It's got to be related to gods.
Alright, never mind. I asked him about the world egg, and his answer was dumb. So I tuned out after that. Like,
Okay.
About Pharaoh.
I got a pretty good answer to my purely hypothetical question.
Gross, do you have any
Ask
questions
about
about your tentacle dude?
No,
We're
we
not-
sort
we're
of
not-
Creepy
resolved the
nightmares?
deal with the tentacle dude. The tentacle dude thing kind of resolved to a man-in-the-middle attack, and it didn't work out super well for me.
Gotcha. Just gonna...
Ask about Pharaoh.
All right, we can ask about Pharaoh.
Nadam doesn't really know Pharaoh very well.
Barnum doesn't know Pharaoh.
but Pharaoh is also not about a god. Like, I was gonna ask about Emerald.
Don't worry.
But
He knows because it is connected to a god. He says,
It's
I know
very
where your
adjacent.
pharaoh lies. Trapped in the realm of Dendar.
How'd he get there? Shit, that's another question.
For that, you need another secret. Tell me which
Do you want to know
of you
exactly
killed
how Salik
the
killed
god.
it?
Yes.
Why are we still doing this?
We tell him
Why?
that Salik is a monk from the airplane who killed it.
He
in
rolled a
fireballs.
26.
Yes, yes, it all makes sense.
Can we kill it now?
No!
You want to kill it? I mean,
You can't
it's
kill
made it on
things
its
just because
tail.
they're ugly.
It said to go away.
Thea
I
would not have made
can.
it nearly this long by now if that were the case.
hey, I was about to say I agree with you, but now I take it back.
You look approximately
You tried
like
to
me,
feed
so
me
I
goat
am kind of
food.
offended.
You should talk to Nadam.
When did Theo's charisma go up? Theo got attractive.
I've always been very attractive. I don't know what you're talking about.
Got you beat by 2.
I only lift every single day.
Yes, but you look like a goat.
And it says, do you have more to tell me?
No, pretty much just inter-party bickering at this point.
And I will be gone, and it vanishes.
Oh, okay.
See?
You
What
recognize
have
the spell it cast as plane shift.
Nice.
And didn't you come out?
What have I always said? Making deals is good.
Piss off, ghost.
Pass off, ghost.
So,
Can I?
Quaros has a dark pact with an extraplanar being. Theoden visits a creepy monster in his dreams, and Eridan, did you do something in hell you would like to tell us about?
I didn't see anything in my dreams. I don't know what you're talking about.
I freed some Celestials.
You free? That's true. You did do that. That's not a lie.
Technically, not a lie.
I'm wondering when we get to 50% dark pacts.
Hey, I have no packs.
I made no
I
packs.
have a very simple transactional arrangement to avoid the death of my family.
That sounds like a pact.
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
What do you
it's
think a
kind of a
pact
pact.
is?
It is a bilateral arrangement of mutual benefit.
Look,
we
take it
sign
from someone who's
anything?
been involved in a lot of bilateral arrangements for mutual benefit. That's a dark pact.
It's not.
Not on Burnham, it's
The
just
part
as
where
well.
the evil super being benefits is what makes it a dark pact.
I don't think
You
anyone
would know.
benefit. But more importantly, I'm not going to suffer, and not suffering is better.
Didn't anyone teach any of yous not to sign pacts with magical bearings?
I haven't signed
They
anything.
taught me literally the opposite.
I mean, like, I think paladins kind of have to do that.
You know,
That's
it
like a
takes
light
an
pact.
entire quest spell where you have to sit there and wave smoke around for an hour to force someone to do any of this stuff.
You've
Why
turned
would you do
Welsh.
it by signing? It just makes it easier for them. Why would you do this?
Can I pull Burnham aside?
What do you want?
Burnham,
What have you
I
signed?
know we probably freaked you all out. I know we talked about us dying. Everyone's alive. No one's undead. It's okay. Briefly vampire spawn, but I promise they're good people.
I don't think you sold that very well.
She's got an 18.
Nadam, how much do you know about anything?
A bunch.
Oh,
Mostly
We
reformed.
told him the whole story.
about how my whole family is being threatened.
Oh, I don't know if you told him that.
Well,
I just-
I mean, I was
like-
around when you first started having your nightmares,
Mm,
and I don't think those have stopped.
I haven't had one in a while.
Okay, so that was creepy and disturbing. Continue.
Great, yeah.
Suppose.
Who's
Um,
low
We're
on
going
snacks?
Tartosha?
I could use an extra snack.
I could
give
use
you
new
one.
snacks.
I give you some.
Thank you.
Okay.
These have much better pictures of goats.
Let's get on to Tartosha. You guys travel over the mountains. That takes several days. From there, you come down the mountains and along a river, a very wide river, traveling to the south. You travel that way for even longer. Eventually, you cross that river over a bridge. You travel for 2 more days until you cross another river. You come to a fork where one road... What?
Are our guides like telling us what river these are? And
Yeah, they're this river and that river.
I don't know how much they're paying them, but I really expect some good nature facts.
You're not
on
paying them at all.
I'm not asking for David Attenborough. I'm just saying, like, if they're local and they know the names of rivers or plants, I would like to know those too.
This river flows into a bay, and that river flows into the ocean.
That river
Yeah,
comes from
noble to hire
Lacalian
Dick
to the
Rat.
north,
Oh.
and we want to go right for Tartosha.
Are there any fish here that you can eat?
There's a big old sign that says, like, Tartosha to the right.
Is there fish in the river that you can eat?
Hang a right at the delta.
Yeah, the river's got fish. It's a river.
The green
Oh, all right.
belly frill
I want to
resides
try
in
go fishing at night.
here.
Yeah, you can fish.
Do we have fishing poles, or are you like spear fishing?
Eldritch blast fishing.
We have fishing poles and fishing nets and rain catchers from our jungle
You
experience.
don't have all of
I
your
didn't know
stuff
we
from the
brought
jungle
that.
because you would not be able to transport it right now.
Well,
We also have canoes.
Wait, what's this? And I'm gonna go up to it and I'm gonna sit like at the edge of the water and watch for a little while. Hold up a finger, and then I think it's called erupting earth.
these are
I'm
the
going
best.
to, yeah, I think I get to cast like 5 pillars. Oh god, it's insane.
Don't worry about it right now because this isn't combat. Just give it to me in fluff.
Shoot a bunch of like earth-bending rock pillars out of the water and just knock the fish out of the air.
So cool.
It only does like 3d8 damage. It shouldn't splatter them too much.
Oh my gosh. You like send a bunch of fish like up into the air.
John touches them all.
Some of them just explode.
Fish guts everywhere. Lovely.
Ugh.
Oh, good. It's all in Eridan.
All right. And
That's
then
enough for a few of us.
with a few more days travel south along this river, you come to a big old fork in the river. Important note that I skipped. Since you came down from the mountain, for the first part you're just sort of in a valley by the river, but this very quickly opens up into sort of swamplands. The main road appears to be built up over time to be raised and dry. But literally just a few feet off the road in either direction, it gets to thick, marshy swampland. Sometimes it'll be more open and plains-like with just sort of bushes and the water and the murk and the mire. Other times it gets taller and there are trees and it's just the road cutting through these swamp trees. But it's very, very swampy for most of this travel. But in maybe like the day before you arrive in Tartosha, a day or two before you arrive, the sort of trees open up again, and you find that you see that a lot of this swampland has been filled in, drained out, and then irrigation has been plowed through it to create farmland.
That's probably useful.
That's nice. I tiny hut through the swamp whenever we rest.
Lemon's tiny hut.
Yeah, make a nice little bubble of
Nice, warm, dry.
Safe.
yeah.
We could also-
The rain just bounces off, invisible dome. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Excellent.
And
I'm very impressed by this, but also very concerned.
It's nothing could ever replace.
no.
Not. But
Listen.
also, it's very powerful magic, which I find stressful.
Listen,
Oh, I see.
Theo. I know you don't like magic, but it's sort of like this. You know how you can do extraordinary things.
Yes.
You can defeat, vanquish, annihilate foes en masse. You think you could do that without some special power coursing through you?
Yes?
No, it's all magic. You just found a different way to channel it. I don't know how. I'm not going to arm wrestle you. I'm kind of strong, but not that strong.
So
So
Theo,
what you're saying is anyone who punches Theo is casting a spell.
Well, no, not if they're really weak and normal, but if they're like as strong as Theo, yeah, they've got to be. Unless they're huge.
Theo, a bit of that rings true to you because you know that you and Eridan both have these magical spirits within you, Euron and Galan.
Yeah, but it didn't make me buffer.
You have felt stronger, both physically and emotionally, since having Euron with you.
Alright.
That's what's enabled you to be a leader to these people. You feel like before you would have been like, no way, hell no, I'll punch people. Don't let me be in charge.
All right.
But with Euron, you felt this calling and this ability to like lead in front of people and to.
Now you punch with purpose.
Now you punch with purpose, exactly.
Right. Cool. Well, I really enjoyed this this exploratory pep talk into my past. Let's go punch some Nazis. Yeah.
Diamond doesn't know all the stuff about the magic spirit. He's just saying it.
No, I know. And I guess I can realize that thing about myself and be like, I hear what you're saying.
Plus, it's warm.
All right.
It's very warm, and I really appreciate it.
And then eventually you arrive in Tartosha. I described it before, but these characters didn't hear that, so I'll describe it again as either Morrowind if you like that, or Naboo if you like that.
Does anyone?
I kind of do it.
Naboo's pretty cool looking.
Naboo is beautiful, so like...
It's just the movie in it was
The set pieces are fun.
So just imagine like Naboo in a swamp.
Oh, what you're saying is, Misa, your humble servant.
Oh no.
no one is saying that.
No one said
especially
that.
not you.
If you do say it, we'll find you.
But lots of
Misa going underwater now, okay?
circular buildings with domed roofs.
I feel like she likes to hurt us.
This city doesn't have a wall or anything like the previous cities. The sort of the
Oh, cool.
two rivers, the forked rivers flow through, and it just sort of is grown around there. You think that, like, no army has ever really been able to march on this city because it's surrounded by swamp.
Is the drinking, like, are the rivers clean drinking water?
Yes, the rivers are clean, clear water. They sort of drain off into the swamps, where then it becomes
It's a
stagnant.
marshland.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it sounds like a wetland.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the rivers are fine. It's the other water I would not drink.
Right, because it's
It's muddy.
It's muddy and stagnant.
Yeah. All right, cool.
You'd bet that, like, if you had gone off the road, you would have gotten lost real quick.
Makes sense.
So you've arrived in Tartosha. Irina, you know that your birth family lives here, and you're really eager to see them.
Who knew?
I
How
get out our
cool.
banners for everybody, and I hand them to Aridin and Theoden.
Nadam, do you have any, like, cliff notes about this place and what I'm not supposed to do here?
Do I have cliff notes about this place and what Theoden should not do here?
Yes, actually, Bernam and Nadam, you both know that now that we have crossed the Dragonspine Mountains, this won't really be a problem for Theo or Aridin. Maybe Aridin now. No magic.
None?
None.
Not
both
allowed.
know
What
this.
about, like,
Not even
Problem.
like a little bit of light?
wait, so this is not okay either?
Magic items can be okay if you have a certificate of authenticity and authorization,
Which we do not.
which
We
you
don't.
do not.
Is
But
anybody
people
a good
might not question
forger?
for minor things. But you all know that if you are caught casting magic
Within
in
5 feet of Theo.
the within 5 feet of the Azemarin Empire, Old Empire, which you are now within, so you're within 5 feet of it, that is punishable by death or conscription into the Red Mages.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
Pretty extreme.
Typically,
So
they
how
only
does-
conscript children who show magical abilities so they can train them.
How does religion work here? Do they not have
Yeah, what about,
clerics?
Magic-
Clerical magic has exceptions within the temple, but not outside of it.
Gotcha.
So, like, if I went into a temple, could I heal someone?
You were not necessarily a cleric of that temple, but you could probably get away with it because no one would be watching that closely within a temple.
It's not good.
But you would still not be a cleric of the temple given the exemption.
Bernam, Koros.
I've been to this place a few times. Don't
Lock
like
it down.
I think I'm a priest, actually.
The
I
Old
check- I
Empire
double
is
check.
massive,
Priest.
so you know that basically everywhere east of the Dragon Spine Mountains, that this is true.
So, Bernam, you've been here before? You think you know how to navigate
Not,
this?
not to Tartosha. I've been to the Empire.
You've been to probably Kravakan. Or
Have you
Have
something.
I
just
been
not-
here in my travels?
Is that to the north?
That's to the north. It's north of Jizro.
Yeah, right.
Have you just not cast anything, Bernam?
Nadam, I don't know. Have you been here in your travels?
I mean, he's traveled. He was level 10 when the party met him. He's traveled all over.
You've
He might have
probably-
passed through.
You've probably passed through. You've at the very least been to Jezero. Jezero is a huge city full of trade. You know that some of the rules on magic are a little more relaxed in Jezero just because it's such a big city. Some magic is needed to keep it functioning.
While passing through the countryside, you can make a bonfire or give yourself some space magically, but not in the cities. It's too risky.
Okay.
Something silent maybe, but don't do anything that somebody could see.
Got it.
You don't need to talk to her. But you do have that shiny hat. Watch out for that shiny hat. I feel like it'll attract people.
Yeah.
But you should definitely talk to.
Yeah.
Koros.
Any very clearly magical items you might want to.
I will go
What
ahead
about
and
if you
fill
like
my
our
card.
magical item, like a goat?
Oh yeah.
They might just think he's like a goat folk. That's probably a thing.
Like I'm
Or they will
concerned
see it
about
and
that,
assume
I'm just
it's a
hoping it doesn't
thing.
come up.
Yeah,
Nobody
I
wants
think
to be
Leodon
part.
is right.
Or worst case, you tell the truth and say, I was cursed, and now I'm a goat.
Nobody wants to be cursed, but nobody wants to be near cursed people either.
That's ideal. They'll leave us alone.
I don't think it's going to come up. It would be rude to comment on someone's appearance.
Irina, do you know or have you mentioned your family's business?
I don't know.
Irina
if
doesn't
I-
know her family's business.
Yeah, I don't think
She
Irina
can't-
has any idea.
Oh, she never talked to Sophia about it?
Koros, do you ever involuntarily bleat?
Never.
Nah.
It's a rather personal
Nah.
question, don't you think?
Never. trouble, trouble, trouble.
Okay. So, good city.
No
Arena,
magic.
hide your hat,
Yep, putting hat away.
especially if it starts glowing.
Hide the serpent whip.
Yep, tuck it away. All
Think-
right. You
My
arrive-
sword
I
and
can
shield
keep my
look
spell
normal.
book, but I have to. Put
Yeah,
away
I
my
feel like the sword doesn't look too crazy.
You arrive in the city of Tartosha. You are. It is a very beautiful city. You are particularly taken by the lavish and beautiful decorated armor of the guards. They have these pauldrons and things that are in the shape of lions' heads. This gold, this beautiful red and gold armor. They very clearly lion themed. You have no problem coming into the city. You're on a very busy road coming from the north.
Bunch of caravans.
Lots of caravans, yeah. There's no gates really to the city.
Like caravans more.
So where would you like to go?
I think first things first, we should find a place to stay.
Yes,
Oh,
let's
the
go
horses.
catch
Yes.
some- Let's.
Not sure that's the best call here.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
If we drop off
I
some
don't want an
things-
inspection.
Really good start. Great job, team.
Hey, I think Barrow.
Irina, you were saying something.
I was saying after we drop off our things at an inn, I would like to go visit my family. Round two.
What's the inn situation like?
There are inns.
I would like to go in one.
Find a middle of the road, maybe upper middle goodness inn.
I would like to find one that serves the same awesome beer we got with the Trappists.
I think we should go upper middle and then put on our nice clothes.
Oh yeah, no,
Walk
everybody
around the
check
town.
your saddlebags. I got us nice outfits.
Nice.
What is the name of the inn that you find?
The
The
lion's
upper
mane?
middle.
The Lion's Mane? Alright, I like that.
And it has to have a stable.
The lion's mane inn and tap room and grill.
And
Inn
stable.
and tap room and grill.
And stable.
And
And
what?
stable.
and general store.
And stables
And general store.
and general store. It is the
Yeah.
Lion's Mane Inn and tap room and grill and stables and general store.
Love it.
Oh. Did General Army Barracks still go here?
No, Armand Burrick's jail was not from here, no. Burrick's Gel,
Is-
sorry.
Is there an autographed picture of Almond Burrick Scale in the dining room like it was here once?
Like Armand Burrick's Gel
Like
dined
holding
here.
holding a mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an etching of him. Like
Ugh. Y'all are able to easily get some rooms, drop your stuff off, stable your horses. The monks, the only thing they ask is that you put them up in a room for a night before they venture back.
Oh,
Let's give them
do they
something
want like
cool.
3 nights? You guys can have some time in town.
Oh no, we don't need it. We'll pick up a few hops in the morning and take a
We can pay for your dinner.
Can we pay for their hops?
You guys are really trying to undercut the whole monastic vow thing, huh?
They've been really good to us, and they told me about all the rivers and fish.
No, look, Theo, I get it. Sweeping away the old superstitions is a good thing to do as part of your rise to power, but like,
I don't
maybe
want
just
to
let
go
these two
slow,
guys
though.
live their life.
Rise
we'll,
what?
we'll happily take any donations you would like to provide to the monastery. We
Yeah.
don't want to push, but
There you
Irina
go.
and I are on the same page. I like it. Let's pay for their shit.
you
Yeah.
pay for their inn. All they asked was that you pay for their inn. You pay for their inn, their food, and their hops. They're very happy.
And maybe plus some.
You can get really good swamp hops here.
Cool.
swamp.
Nice.
Swaps.
Or ham.
Oh, yes.
All sorts of special ingredients. I mean, so I jest, but like this is now the farming and food capital of the empire. Sophia told you this, that when Kuaya was basically turned to desert roughly 100 years ago, that Thargassia took over as the breadbasket of Azemar, and they've been doing fine. You know, the peasants haven't really been able to keep up lately, but they'll figure it out. She expressed that she is compassionate for the peasants. They work so hard. I mean, that was about it.
I forgot there's a drink that's from here. it's really cool. They take the pollen from these weird reeds that just stick out of the swamp. They press it down and then ferment that.
Is Thargassia a feudal system?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Distribute it all over the entire
Baby
empire.
serfs.
Um,
Surfing Thargassia.
why don't you give me
Let's
a
go surfing now, everybody.
investigation roll for information you're able to gather just around town while you're coming in?
All of us?
Everybody?
All of us?
Whoever wants to.
I don't think I even know Arena's last name.
I'm gonna try.
I would want to
No.
know.
Investigate. Ew. What a roll.
That was a series of
Did
very
I-
bad
Remember when
rolls.
you rolled 20s
Nadam is
earlier?
not super smart.
Yep.
8, 5, and 7.
This is investigation, right?
Woo!
9
And a 9.
and 12. Hey! Theo got that natural 20.
I'm hanging out in the tap room, bar, grill, general store, stables, and I happen to hear.
You decide to order the drink that you didn't know the name of, and it turns out to be this thing that Burnham was talking about.
Oh,
It's
sick.
made
It
from the
sounds really
swamp
good.
reeds. And then a local comes over and says, "Ah, you're trying the swamp reed drink." And then you hit it off with them right away, and you start talking
Cool.
to them.
Sweet.
You find out the reason everyone hasn't been able to talk to anyone right now is because you guys arrived in town right during siesta.
Oh.
It's called a nutty dod.
A nutty
know why.
dod. That's
No, it's
the
in Spanish. We're in magical fantasy Spain.
yes. You're now in Magical Fantasy Spain.
Love it.
And you get a ton of information, Theo. You learn that Tartosha is a matriarchal monarchy.
The Tartosha is?
Yes, the queen is the Red Sphinx. That's her title.
Dope name.
Oh.
Queen.
Her guards are the Lion's Guard. You learn that there's a bit of unrest in the city right now. I'm in the surrounding things.
I thought everybody was resting. It is siesta, right?
Not right now, this hour, right now, this season.
They are resting uneasily, though.
The
All right. Well,
peasants have not been able to keep up with the demands of the queen.
she very demanding?
She is very demanding because the demands of the emperor are even greater.
Mm.
They demand
Am I supposed to know who the Emperor is?
crop yields. You don't know much about the emperor. They demand high crop yields to feed the rest of the empire, especially in a time when the West has been cut off.
Yeah, what do you know about that?
And it has been a bad season for the crop. The weather has not been good. There's
Nah,
a
you
blight
should
across
pray-
some of the
well,
food.
I met some monks on the way here. I can ask them to pray for that crop situation.
Blight?
I'm not sure that their prayers will do much at this time.
Well,
But just be on your toes. I see that you are wearing nice clothing. You are clearly people of means. Beware some of the poorer parts of the city. You may not find that you are very welcome there in that clothing.
well, I really appreciate your friendship and hospitality and advice, and I will take it to heart. Are there any particular areas I should avoid? Because I don't know what those areas are.
He says, "Stick to the roads that are bright and clean, and you will be fine."
Oh, that's solid advice.
And he says, "Gods
I'm
go
gonna-
with you."
Yeah, you too. Can I ask him about the? I'm trying to blend. And it's really hard. Can I ask him about the emperor and like what the deal is there? Is like, has the emperor always been so demanding? So the queen is so demanding, so the peasants feel demanded upon.
And he says, "For the last generation or so, the demands have gotten
you
greater.
love me.
The demands have been greater in the last generation or so. 100 years ago, Targassia and Tartosha found themselves up to the charge of the Emperor. To take on this new charge, we changed the swamp into farms and changed the land and changed our occupations. It was a proud time to be a Targassian. But
How old is this bitch?
not that old. He's
All right.
speaking of the history.
All right,
Yeah, it's like when people talk about the greatest generation, you know,
sure.
right?
All right.
And he says, but the Empire was forgiving at first because Targessia was new to providing food for all of the Empire, but now it is not so forgiving.
Who is the emperor?
Emperor Casimir.
Does he happen to look like, and I describe what the other guy looks like?
He pulls out a coin. He pulls out his bag of coin and he opens up and he thumbs through a few of them that have the image of the queen on them, or the image of a sphinx on them.
Oh, okay.
And then he pulls out one that has the image of the emperor, and he holds it up close.
Is like
so you can see
profile?
it. It's a profile, and it looks stunningly like Casimir, who you met in Barovia. Casimir,
Wow, what an impressive-
who looked just like Immeral's father.
Yeah, that's what I recall.
Oh, I thought it was Vizerin.
What an impressive,
It's always Vizerin.
what an
Spoiler,
impressive
everyone is
artist.
Vizerin secretly.
He captures likeness perfectly.
Sorry, what did you say,
What are we-
Nicole?
I said, what an impressive artist. He captured his likeness perfectly. That's incredible. I feel like that's so uncommon in coins.
I don't know.
Especially
Usually
because all
coins in
elves look the same.
Barovia
I mean,
identified Strahd pretty well.
Well, it's Strahd. He has big fangs.
it's the cloak too,
And he has the scrunchy bat face.
and he's got a tattoo across his forehead that said, "I hate Sergey."
Sergey sucks.
Arena for life and on life.
Oh,
A
no.
lot of words on a forehead. He's got a 5 head.
Damaged.
All right. With that, he says, "I must be going. I have to get to work."
Oh, okay. Can I like pay for his beer and shit?
Yeah, you can pay for his nutty Dodd.
I do that.
It has a different name in Tartosha, but that's what the Westerners call it.
All right, cool. I pay for it.
Yeah, he thanks you.
What's his name?
His name? Oh, I had a generator up and I closed it. Give me 1 second.
All right, because
Had a
I feel really obliged to this
I
gentleman
had a
now.
really good generator. Let me reopen it. Reopen close tab.
I feel like his name should be Yusuf.
No, reopen close tab over here. No, over here. The close tab from this window, you piece of crap.
Technical difficulty.
Can I
Go
be?
extra
He's like standing here singing at me.
Color bars.
Ran away. Come here, B.
I'm just gonna
All
keep
this
hitting it
is
until it shows up. Aha! I found it. His name is Pedro de Quintela.
I've got a name, and it's a boy's name too.
Got it. Alex, can you write that down?
Pedro something?
De
Pedro de
Quintela.
Bella.
With a
That's
Q.
And thank you, random citizen.
Fantasy thing.
I didn't actually hear it because 3 people said it at the same time.
I will
Jake, what is
paste it.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
I will tell him who I am. I'll say, oh, I'm Theo Eldrith. My brother is over there. Thank you for sharing the news.
Of course.
Has he heard of us?
No, really, I must be going.
No, but has he heard of us?
Did he react?
No.
Damn it.
Your name has not gotten this far east yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right.
Just you wait.
We'll have our etching on the wall.
You guys got to get into doing work for the ships. As soon as you start doing work for the ships, the whole world knows you.
True.
All right. So now you want to go find Irina's family.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so I share all the information I gather with everyone, and then I'm like, yeah, let's go do that.
So you're easily able to find where the noble houses are in the city and ask around and find the Sylvain estate.
Ooh.
You arrive, you knock on the door, and a butler answers.
Hello.
You all feel a vague sense of déjà vu. And they say, "Welcome to the Sylvain estate. Are you expected?"
Hopefully, my name's Irina Kolyana. I'm here to
Oh
visit
yes, Irina, it is good to see you again. Please come in.
again.
This butler is an idiot. He's not.
He says,
He's blind.
"It's been a couple weeks."
Very good butler, though.
It's below his pay grade to notice these things.
And he invites you all in. And he says, "And your attire much more appropriate this time. Please,
This time?
Sophia is upstairs."
Okay. Wait, did you say Sophia?
Sorry, Sindra.
Okay.
Alright.
Easiest
I'm
way
gonna-
Is he not responding to Arena like what?
No, he's just like,
well-mannered.
"Oh, good to see you again," and then he sends her upstairs.
Hey,
Yeah,
guys,
but Arena keeps repeating what he's saying like, huh? He's just going with it.
It's above his pay grade to notice these things.
Rich people are weird.
Rich
They
people are
are.
super weird. He's not supposed to be like, what's wrong with you? Because if that was true, he would say that to every rich person. Because really, what's wrong with rich people?
Okay, let us go upstairs.
You head upstairs into the gallery, and Sindra is
Dude, how
there,
nice is this place? Hella nice.
Yeah.
leaning on her cane and everything, coming in, and she says, "Irina, you've returned.
Hello.
Where is Sophia?
Is she not here?
You left with her."
I have never been here, Mother. I'm
You
a little.
and she
confused.
like looks down, and you're not sure if maybe she's senile or something. And she says, "No, you came."
Are you
I'm gonna-
living okay, Mother?
Is there like a bell I can ring for assistance? This
Yes.
seems like that kind of place.
Yes, there's a
Yeah,
bell.
I
The
would-
servant
Large
arrives
tassel on
immediately.
it?
Pardon?
I would like to Oh, sorry.
Oh, I said, does it have a very large tassel on it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I would like to pull that and say, we need tea or something. I don't know.
The servants
And
come
while-
up. They bring you tea. Go ahead.
And while the tea comes, I'm gonna go and hold her by the elbow and sit her down in a chair and be like, "Are you okay? Do you need anything? Are you feeling well?" I'm gonna see if I can feel her forehead and all that stuff.
No, You were here. You arrived on the Ides of Ogma.
I'm gonna see if I can have like a twin connection
It was
Thanks.
a good omen.
Eridan and just be like, oh, yes. Irina must have forgotten. She's so tired from traveling. And I'm like looking at everyone like, let's be obvious and go along with this and see what she thinks has happened.
Right. Yeah.
To try to keep her calm.
Oh, I've been so worried since the death curse that there would be lasting effects.
Oh, no, Mother, I'm sure you're fine. I'm just a little confused. I'm gonna look at Theo and be like,
I'm just like, let's just go along with it to see what she
And
says.
she says, "You were
Yes.
here on the Ides of Ogma, and you took your blanket
my blanket.
with your crest."
You have a crest? That's so cool. I mean, yeah, with the crest.
Beautiful blanket.
Of
But
course.
where is
Said,
Sophia?
Does the tea conveniently arrive right now?
The tea conveniently arrives right that moment.
Sophia's. I'm gonna just comfort her. Sophia's well. How have you been, Mother? Are you? What have you been?
Oh, I have been
taking
good.
it
I have
earlier.
been doing well. There have been many preparations to make. Harvest Masquerade is this week.
What is that?
Oh, I forget that you do not know. I wish I could have taken you when you were a child. You would have loved to see all the celebrations in the streets and the decorations and the masks.
Oh, I'm sure I would have.
And she says, but it will have to do. What are all of you doing tonight?
Eating sweet rolls. Is that a thing I can do there?
Yes, of course. There would be such great food. One of the high houses is hosting a masquerade ball this evening to celebrate the harvest. It is all this week. It culminates in the Queen's Ball on the Nons. But tonight there is a great masquerade. You must come.
We would love to. That sounds incredible, Mother.
And I look at the Dom and I'm like, gotta make sure we have all the right stuff for that, right? That's one of those things we need special stuff for.
The masks.
I'm sure I can take care of it.
Yeah. I've come to very much rely on you for fashion stuff now.
The Dom's the
Part of
stuff
the job.
guy.
It's part of the job.
I'm concerned by this for sure. So I'm gonna say, what do I want to say? Oh, well, I can do math in my head, maybe. how long ago was Ides of Ogma? Like, does Theo can figure that out?
You don't really understand their calendar system so far. It makes no sense, but you can do the math real quick.
Okay.
Their calendar system's weird. There's like an 8-day week and an 8-day week and then a 14-day week.
Okay. Whatever.
The Ides was in the middle of Ogma, which was roughly 17 or so days ago.
Okay.
Wow, and I probably know that also.
Yeah.
The Calends of Sylvanas were 3 days ago.
Yeah.
What day is it in the dragon calendar?
I don't have that conversion
Okay.
handy.
Wait. Erin's telling me something. Erin's telling me something. Go ahead.
I don't want to stress her out anymore.
I agree.
But the butler was also acting weird. We should probably ask him.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go chat with him.
I'll come
You
with
could
you.
do that.
Well, I'm gonna go wash my hands.
I'm gonna go help wash his hands.
A good idea, my boy. They're probably quite dirty from the road.
Yes, they are.
You've traveled quite far to come here. I appreciate your visit.
Washing hands. I'll come with too.
Christmas Eve.
No, not
It's a
everybody.
whole team effort to wash Theo's hands. They're really dirty.
You gotta hold him down.
Get under those nails, my boy.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, he fights us.
While that's happening, can I like put a hand on her shoulder,
Mhm.
just like patting her or something? But
Yeah.
like I feel like use a, I don't know if it lay on hands to see if I could see if anything was wrong with her or heal. Just put the normal 5 in that I would do
So
to
she
see
brings
if it does anything.
her hand up to your hand, and you can tell she feels a great comfort in your touch and is warmed by it. You know that if she had some sort of disease, not like a disorder, but a disease that
Okay.
would heal it, but you wouldn't know one way or the other if you
Okay, cool.
if there weren't any outward symptoms that you would be able
Yeah.
to recognize.
Okay,
Are you still gonna do the 5?
sure.
Cool. I'm looking for the butler.
Same.
All right, the 3 of you, Theo, Airden, Burnham.
Does this place have like really high ceilings?
Yes.
God, I
It's
hate
scary.
these. It's so confusing.
The place is like tall and skinny too because it's these cylindrical domes.
I feel
the domes.
claustrophobic and also overwhelmed at the same time.
You eventually find the butler. And he says, "Ah, yes, sirs. How may I help you?"
We need hand washing brushes.
Hand
You're
washing
gonna wait
brushes.
hand
Yes.
washings.
We
One
were going to
moment,
ask
please.
about this suspicious behavior.
Yeah, I know.
He whistles
You're
for some
buying
other
your own
servants.
cover.
They come over. He speaks to them in Tartoshan,
Spanish.
Spanish. He speaks to them in Spanish.
El Tartoshan.
Okay, whatever.
¿Qué necesitas?
I'm gonna say,
Dame las manos.
were you not expecting Arena back so soon? I know it's been 17 days. I'm like expecting him to be impressed with my math.
I'm impressed.
He says, "No, Lady Sophia bid me to purchase passage for them on a caravan heading north, and I did not expect them to be back for many, many months.
You sure it was?
Where is Lady
Irina.
Sophia,
Oh,
by the way?"
she's well. She'll be along.
Good. I worry for her health.
Oh,
I've known her since she was a little girl.
as far as I know, she's in excellent health.
It's terrible.
So do you remember where they were planning to go? We just bumped into them in town.
Pardon. They were traveling north to Isik, I
Start
do
to-
believe.
Oh, that makes more sense now. I understand.
Lady Irina, I'm sure, can fill you in on the rest of the details. I do not know the nature of their journey.
Oh, I'm sure. How did?
Pardon, I also missed your names, sirs.
Oh, I am Theo
Sir
Airden.
Nice.
Eldris,
Sir
Eldris.
Eldris.
and my
you?
brother, a master hand washer.
Also Sir Eldris, who is the...
As you can see, very little dirt under my nails.
Excellent. And
You think we're really weird?
and your short friend, he turns.
Don't call him
Oh.
short. He's actually rather tall for a dwarf.
I'm just the bodyguard.
Lord Shortwick. Sir Shortwick, then.
I'm gonna ask him.
Yes.
I'm like washing my hands while we have this conversation, and I'm like, how did Irina seem to you when you saw her 17 days ago?
She did seem injured, but the injury appears to have healed. Damage to her eye. But it seems to have healed well. I am impressed. Perhaps she went to the mages.
I look at Aridin, and I'm like losing my shit now, and I'm like, I feel very clean, but somehow still very dirty. I'm gonna leave now and go back to the tea room.
All right, you can head back to the tea room.
Internally panicking the entire time.
Thank you, Lord Zeldris. Please let me know if you need anything else.
Okay.
I am the master of the estate, and I will let you. I can provide for anything that you need while you are guests of Lady Irina and Lady Sindra.
You're very kind. And then I'm gonna to Burnham be like, do you know any of that shit that lets us like send a thing to someone else but no one else can hear it?
I can make us all talk in our heads if you want.
Okay, you got to do that like right when we get back because it's really important.
Okay.
Can't we all do that? Don't we all have our thing?
I think we still have them, yes.
Mind rocks.
You have to
the mind
whisper
rocks,
into
yeah.
those.
Oh, okay.
While we're in the hallway walking
But
back,
we
can
can
do that.
we can say it while we're here.
I'm gonna do it. The arena that came 17 days ago is the copy from the tomb.
She was going to Izik with Sophia.
All you know about her is that she was decaying. She left with Pharaoh.
The only thing he said is the eye, and that's the only thing that I remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know that her eye was damaged among other parts of her.
That's enough for me to conclude that. I'm like, I don't know how she's alive. I don't know what her plans are, but she took your sister, and they're headed to Izik. They think that Sophia's with us now.
I'm not gonna say anything because I'm in front of my mom. But okay.
Oh my gosh! Shorthand, balls. I'm freaking out.
Madame is making the best old person small talk he can.
You're doing great. Until she pauses and she calls. She asks you if you already have masquerade supplies.
No.
And she calls for her handmaiden, and to bring in like the full like rack of things and all the things. She has she has years and years worth of masquerade stuff because you can't wear the same thing to multiple masquerades in a row.
I have masquerade supplies.
That's
right?
awesome.
Isn't it
I've
cool?
got a muzzle,
Those aren't Spanish masks.
That could work.
so I'm gonna have to get creative.
Yeah. And between this, you guys are all able to find fun masquerade costumes, hats and masks and brightly colored clothing.
He's got
Am
it
I-
all.
Am I lucky enough to find a dragon mask that is supposed to make you look like a dragon, but
Yes.
I put it on and it fits?
Yes. Absolutely.
I'd like to be a
It
wolf
has a
or
whole
bear.
fake muzzle, which perfectly fits over your muzzle.
I can't open my mouth.
No. No. You can talk through gritted teeth
Oh.
while you're wearing it.
I've got like a giant hat with a big feather, and I'm all dressed up like a flamboyant pirate,
Perfect.
Love it.
red dragon pirate.
Excellent.
We can all start next session by saying what we're dressed as.
Yeah.
Actually, well, yeah, you guys can come up with that, but we're going to go a little bit further before we...
No, I know. I'm just saying I don't want to have to pick my animal now.
You don't have to pick it right now. You can have a week to think about it.
Spirit animal's a big choice.
Yeah.
Sindra gives you the details. She says you're welcome to stay here until the party, and we can all go over together.
Okay, yeah.
Delightful.
Yeah.
All right. She does that. You guys get in a carriage. She tells this long story about Sophia when she was a baby, and it's very embarrassing, and all this stuff. She just goes on for the whole journey across town to the estate where the party is at. and you arrive. This estate is on the edge of town. It's very large. It has large grounds that again have been filled in and raised above the swamp. You can see some of the swampland in the distance, much of it farmland at this point. You can see the various farmland owned by this estate, but the grounds itself have been well manicured. They've got fancy like bushes and grass and fountains and things. And you all have arrived fashionably late, so the party is already well underway. Everyone wearing different masks and things and going about. There's music playing, a few like fireworks and things popping off here and there. All sorts of fun, exciting chaos.
Can we? Sorry, I know you're doing a thing, but
Go ahead.
can I house it? Is that possible?
What's up?
I want to before we end up rolling in, circle up, make a plan as a group. What's our goal here? Because this is a great place to gather information, and we should have a plan before going in.
I think the goal is to party.
I mean, I'm fine if that is the goal, but I think that
drugs.
this arena thing is tripping us up.
Yeah.
Are we upset about rotting arena not dying?
I don't know. Trouble seems to find us. Let's just enjoy the night and see what bites us in the ass.
Says the guy who lost all his money.
That
Yeah,
was
all
one
I'm working on
time,
right now
quite a
is
while
scoring
ago.
some
Thank
great
you.
rich
I feel
people
like I'm
coke.
doing pretty good with the no dark packs thing.
I
never get any credit for that. I've also never died.
I was
Bring up the
murdered.
money.
That's so
Bring
not
up
the
the money.
same. That's so not the same thing.
No, have
Speaking
a
of-
dark pact. Or a vampire or anything
What was that,
like
Nicole?
Oh, I was going to say, speaking of dying, I was going to turn to Baranum and say, I know this is all probably very confusing. There was a temple and there was a duplicate me, and some of us may have died, but we are not bad undead people. I do not like the undead. I hope that makes any sense.
Why are you talking to him like that?
Because he seems freaked out by the undead thing. We were talking about undead earlier, and he was freaked out.
Was.
As
I
any
was.
normal person would be.
Yes, we would.
Yeah, thank you, Baranum. So I was just trying to make it clear.
They're all
Anyway,
zombies.
I started tuning out all the bits about the other arena. I don't understand what's going on. It's some bad magic. You guys are all caught up in.
I think we should go to
Hey,
the party.
if it becomes important, you'll figure it out.
Exactly. And if it's something I don't like, I'll leave.
Okay.
But for now, it's fine.
Drinks? Everybody?
Okay.
Drinks.
Killing orcs, and that's good.
Yes.
Drinks at a minimum.
Out the carriage, over to the bar. It's party time.
Nice.
If we get super drunk, which is incredibly likely, I would like to spend a significant portion of the evening bemoaning the loss of my friend Pharaoh to Baranum.
Fantastic.
Great guy. Tell me more.
He was a good guy, and then he left me. We
Oh,
buried
God.
his weapon together, and he left me.
Theoden's the crying girl at the bar.
Only for part of the night. My girlfriend is gone.
So Theo gets drunk. Aridin, what are you doing?
I would like to have a decent amount of money on me and try and go home with someone untrustworthy.
Be careful, it might be Nadam.
You can, if you are looking for it, there are certainly those kind of people at this party.
I'm not, do not implicate impropriety. Are they hot?
Yes.
You still got those emeralds, or
There are some very beautiful women in masks coming up to talk to you.
See how that goes.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a
Get him,
charisma check?
Tiger.
Yeah, roll charisma and see if you're as cool as me. The answer is no.
Answer is hell yeah. No?
You feel like you're really flubbing it,
Can I please?
and they're
be his
still
wingman?
acting much more interested than they should be.
I've got a wingman. I've got a wingman.
Did you hear?
So, Aridin, you seem like you are like, I'm flubbing this. I'm doing awful, and they still seem very interested.
Oh,
Despite
of course
that.
they are.
Have
Have you seen me?
should
In my mask?
Baranum and I roll charisma checks to see how attractive we are while being super drunk and crying?
No one has approached you.
I wouldn't saw a
Suck it.
lady like, okay, you're past me.
You, Baranum, you're like the only dwarf here.
Is it all humans here?
There's a few humans, half-elves, and elves, but not much else.
I don't know if Nadam's super into pink and squishy.
A bunch of people keep, like, the one person, nice dragon mask!
And I'm not, and I'm kind of going for, like, the silent thing.
If there are fireworks, which I think was implied, I don't think Theo's ever seen fireworks, so I definitely want to go to that.
Yeah, super cool.
You're like covering your ears, like, oh god.
Nadam's gonna follow Aridin around and help.
All right, Koros and
I'm just
Irina,
trying
what are
to
you two
score
doing?
some sick coke.
Of course, what's up?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get like super blasted.
Great, Koros, you can get super drunk, and then you can find some nobles that are trying...
Wait, no, it's called Husk, remember?
What's that from?
That was from our game. That was the thing that
From
we
Nine
planned on
Deserts?
that guy.
Oh, yeah, all right. So you're able to find some nobles who are trying out something they got from the Nine Deserts. A special delicacy called husk.
Exotic.
Yeah,
Spice.
from the distant
How do you use
east. Husk.
Nice. All right, I'm all up on that for sure.
All right, you're gonna try out the husk. Irina.
What was it again? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
What was it?
I think it was
Uh-huh.
made from dead beetles, dead scarabs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Irina, what are you doing at the party?
Irina is spending as much of it with her mom as she can, just kind of quietly for the most part. She's mostly letting her mom talk.
Mhm.
And when she leaves, she kind of goes off on a balcony and just kind of stares out and onto the city and takes some time.
Yeah. So when Syndra is in at the party, she's introducing you to all sorts of people and
Yeah.
telling you, oh, this person would have been your godfather, and this would have been, your this and that, and like all these connections that you would have had and could have had.
So
Mhm.
sad.
This was it.
And so eventually you find your way out to the balcony. We'll pause right there. Nadam, what are you doing?
Mostly helping Aridin and enjoying the party because it's hard to talk with the mask, and not super into humans because they're all prudes.
Yeah.
It's true.
Aridin, at some point, one of the women offers you her terms. You pick up that she's hinting at how much she costs.
Oh. Is it reasonable?
It's expensive because it's nobility, but y'all are loaded.
I feel like
Nadam's a dragonborn. He's super sex positive. He's like, sure, man. Let's go for it. Zero shame.
I feel like I want to try and pull it without having to pay her. I want her to steal from me afterward.
At least you're self-aware about it.
All right. Koros, you take a big whiff of the husk, and it hits you. And you can feel your consciousness rising to another level.
Oh man, dude, I'm finding religion
You're
tonight.
seeing the world behind the world.
It turns into the animation during the God song from El Dorado.
Irina,
Mhm.
you
Makes
see
your old one make sense.
a group of lights, and as they come a little closer, you realize they're torches. A group of people heading towards the estate.
Can I see what they look like?
Sorry, where
they're
is this party taking place?
far still? An estate at the edge of town.
Oh, okay.
They're a bit far still, but they appear to be coming from sort of the edge of town, the edge of the you're looking out over the city to the left, the farms out to your right, and they're coming sort of right down the edge of the city. And as they get closer, they appear to be picking up more people from the city, more people from the farms, and they're getting larger.
I'm gonna go ahead
Uh-oh.
and page everyone. I know you guys are all probably out of your mind, wasted in creating new religions, but
This is not about religion, it's about friendship.
I've got eyes on Aridin, but he might leave, and Theo and Brandomir at the bar. Koros
Dude,
is
I
in
have
the
so
corner.
many eyes. I have more eyes than you can fucking count, man. I have so many eyes.
I want to be clear. My thought originally was that I wanted to go dressed as a wolf, and now I realize I am a crying wolf.
Aridin,
So
do not. I
What?
don't leave.
Hang on, baby, I'm on the phone. What?
Don't leave the grounds. I believe that there might be a riot approaching, and I don't want to scare
And
anyone.
right when she says that, a window shatters.
They were
Nice.
far away. What the hell, man? You said I couldn't see them.
That's on the north side of the city. You can't see out the south side.
Oh, okay.
A
Oh,
window
good.
shatters as a torch was thrown through it.
Okay. Oh.
And a group of angry peasants comes clambering over it through the windows and into the estate. Pitchforks, torches, angry shouting. Some nobles are like, "Oh, what the hell!"
Suddenly, it's the French Revolution.
Suddenly, it's the French Revolution, and
Leon will be
that
wearing nice clothes.
is where I'm going to leave you guys this week.
Ba-ba-ba.
Nice, nice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in this week. Please do comment on the video, message the page, give us your feedback, let us know what you liked or didn't like. We want to know what you like so that we can do more of that, and know what you don't like so we can do less of that, so we can all have a good time, us and you. Lincoln.
Yes, like I've said before, if you think that this game needs more laser guns and spaceships, please tune in 7:15 Monday nights for Into the Black. Pacific time. Next episode is called 33 Hours. The ticking clock continues as the players attempt to stop a global bio attack. They have no leads. There's just 4 assholes in a spaceship against the world. And now they're underwater.
There's only one asshole. He's limited edition.
Right. One asshole, limited edition.
I can't wait.
Anyway, tune in next episode of Into the Black.
All right. And with that, we will see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye-bye now.
Adios.
Goodbye.
Oh, wait. Players. Rose, Thorn, Bud. Thing you liked, thing you didn't like, thing you're looking forward to. Tonight. All right. Bye-bye now.
Yes. Bye.